Jonathan, this is something that you have spearheaded. So if you'd like to talk through it a little bit and tell us what it's about.
Okay, the concept originated because we've been getting Raritan Valley Community College to do some studies for the township, and the most recent study was our meadows management study. Prior to that, they've done the deer management study, the drone survey, and a road survey, and they've been aiding us in our management as well. They've conducted some surveys on our open space parcels, and we've got 6 deer exclosures to determine whether those are viable means of helping to rejuvenate our forest. And so there's a lot of different projects, the maintenance of our trails, the open space acquisition of lands, the meadows management, and we have not spent any money on our land stewardship for protecting these lands and having a plan moving forward as to how best utilize and protect these properties. So in talking with the Raritan Valley Community Community College, they have a Center for Environmental Studies that has both student and faculty that helps assist townships in better managing its open lands. So they presented a proposal to us for having a part-time staff member from their Center for Environmental Studies come into the township 1 day a week to help manage these properties. And the discussion with Open Space and with Environmental Committee both agreed that it was a good idea. Was originally for 1 student / faculty member for $14,000 a year for 1 day a week, 8 hours of that day. It was then subsequently modified to include the addition of 3 to 5 interns to assist, which would be an additional $14,000 for a total of $28,000 for 2 days. It's open for discussion whether we wanted to have the 1 or the 2 day opportunity. But let me just list some of the things that they would help us with. Suggested list of potential responsibilities for open space stewardship coordinator position. Grant writing and coordination. Right now, our grant writing is done by volunteers on our committees, and we don't have anyone specifically following through on those. Recently, we've used one of the secretaries through Rich Sciola to help follow up on those. The open space stewardship activities, nature resource monitoring, management, biological inventories, easement monitoring, deer management program, meadow management program, incident monitoring and enforcement, dumping, motorized vehicles, that type of thing. Habitat restoration and enhancement, tree plantings and nursery care, invasive species removal, rare species protection and reporting, organizing cleanups, trail development and maintenance, data management of biological inventory, trail data and GIS, coordination of activities with township committees, departments, and administration. And then the last portion would be public outreach and communication with volunteer coordination, organize public events, coordinate Girl Scout, Boy Scout projects, trailhead kiosk postings and upkeep, website newsletter development, trail map updates, outreach material development, and neighbor relations. So this is a rather long list that has up to this point been managed by the volunteers in our committees. And we just thought that having someone participate, coordinating the Raritan Valley Community College program with the township, with the volunteers, would benefit the entire town.
Jonathan, let me just add a couple things. One is the way we're going to structure this is we want to make it self-sustaining. If we can do it 100%, great. If it's less than that, that may be the reality. In other words, we want to focus in on grants, so this position actually pays for itself, and not just grants, but the right kind of grants for the right kind of programs. And we have a person lined up that is quite qualified. So really, this is something that we're going to trial, and we hope to make self-sustaining. So it's not going to cost us very much. And then we're going to have a team of interns able to work on some of the tactical things that Jonathan just mentioned. So it's definitely going to be focused on grants, public outreach, and probably a couple specific things that we want to trial, as we go into this kind of program. So it has the full support of the Open Space Board we need something like this to advance stewardship.